Good evening, Retro Tusties here again on a very exciting day. Finally going to play Legacy of Kain Ascendance. Childhood me is so happy right now. I've been wanting a new Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain game for the longest time, and it was great that we got two remasters, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 and Defiance. Phenomenal. This is a prequel to them. This is set, from my understanding, this is set between Blood Omen 1 and Soul Reaver. Probably, literally, just it happens just before Soul Reaver's opening cutscene. The ending I think the ending cutscene of this game is going to be the first cutscene of Soul Reaver 1. If anyone's read the comic for this game, I believe it is connected to that. It might just be a retelling of that comic that they released. But no more chatting. Let's go. Even just that title screen looks amazing. Leave turn tutorials on. Leave it on normal. I do believe it's not a very long game. 3 to 4 hours.
Where has Mobius's wretched curse cast me now? Am I doomed to drift endlessly through the mists of time?
I have done what I can to counter the Time Guardian spell, but you cannot linger here for long.
Lysetsik, where have you brought me?
What do your senses tell you, Elena?
Yeah, that's what you see.
Ugh, the stench of the Sarafan fouls the wind.
This or fire burns. Oh fuck. This is internal to endure. A vampire must feed upon the blood of the living. When a foe falters on the edge of death, draw near and invoke why. The lifeblood will flow into you, restoring your strength. Remember, only the living may nourish the damned.
Vampire! Hear me, brothers! To arms!
It seems your nose serves you well. Welcome to Nosgoth Pass.
Oh, so we do have a block. Pretty basic combat.
Must your little spy shadow me at every turn?
It is my eyes, just as your amulet serves as my voice, Lady of Thornlatch.
From the genesis of the Order, we are the eyes of Nosgoth, not begotten of augury, but founded by the prophet Mider, in true remembrance. From an age that walked to find the world and estranged from its own recollection, we set ourselves apart to keep witness. We are chroniclers bound to the keeping of Nosgoth's enduring record. We have inscribed the lives of twice dead kings and the annals of bloodless wars and ashless conflagrations. We do not intervene, we observe, we record. The truth is not immutable. It is that which may be witnessed. Okay. Maybe we should play this on easy.
your little spy shadow me at every turn.
It is my eyes, just as your amulet serves as my voice, Lady of Thornblanch.
It's actually quite difficult. Now aside your foe's paper and the breath of their wing, you strike back with X and deliver retribution made fatal by their folly. I go shit and
Perish in
clink the
darkness,
walls.
vile creature.
Fool! I am the darkness!
Oh no, we're not, we're dead. Again.
Perish in darkness, vile creature.
Fool! I am the darkness!
With B, hurl yourself forward with predatory swiftness. Gift is more than haste, it is survival. Use it to evade a strike or pierce obstacles that bar your path.
Hurry and claim your vengeance, Lady of Thornblanch. I cannot constrain Mobius's curse on you much longer.
They're coming in droves, Kai.
You talking to me?
You have wings, Helena. Elevate your aspirations.
Pretty shitty wings, like. Concerning our reputation, we are suffered yet never fully trusted. Our ledgers are consulted, our judgments often set aside, whether I contests command or king. It is easier to challenge the witness than accept an incongruent world. Thus we labour as scribes beneath the sun, and take to ourselves as heretics by nightfall. Who comes up with some of the words?
There must be hundreds of them. But where is my brother?
Now this is quite... Do you know what though? Despite all the negative things, it still looks really nice.
They fly now?
You've yet to see the heights I can reach.
They fly now?
You've yet to see the heights I can reach.
Guess we need to get stamina back. Ah, so our health slowly drains. Of the binding called the Pillars. The Pillars of Nosgoth are no mere monuments, but a covenant of restraining powers raised by the ancient vampires to confine and contain the Hilden within the Daemon realm. Each is sustained by a dedicated guardian. The corruption of one reverberates through all. When Ariel was slain and Upraptor's mind undone, that taint spread unchecked, then in both the Circle of Nine and the land entire. Thus the Pillars do not simply balance Nosgoth, they imprison what even fate struggles to contain. And we all know what the Pillars are for. Of Ariel, still unreleased. Ariel remains bound to the Pillars, a guardian whose death did not conclude her duty. The murder hurled the Mind Guardian Upraptor into madness. From the impact of the cast spread ripples that shivered the circle, and through their binding, the Pillars themselves. This corruption is not a tale completed, but a stain still visible on the land, for the Pillars and their guardians are bound symbiotically until balance is restored. But unrest is not merely passive sorrow, it is continuing action. Thanks, fire. Land on the flame and fell in a hole. I don't need to get that again, do I?
Your skills are impressive, child. I once told you it was your brother I desired as my champion.
A pity you must settle on me.
Collect one blood chalice. No idea what a blood chalice is for, but I think it's extended me max health, hasn't it? She looks so elegant the way she just floats down. Oh, you nice home bitch. When the center endures, balance is not dominion, but tension. Our records indicate that the Guardian does not command the Pillars, rather it absorbs their contradictions. When balance falters, it is seldom through absence, but through excess of burden. This game's gonna make us feel bad for Kain, innit? That wasn't fair. What's the point of being able to crouch?
Please, don't leave me here.
Hi there, nice to see you. Bumblebee Tuna? Bumblebee Tuna!
Hey, get all welcome in. How you doing? The unfixed subject. In the fog-choked forest near Thornlock, we have recorded a solitary figure whose nature resists classification. Attempts to describe a being not wholly mortal, marked by exile and sundered identity.
Yeah, I'm still here, creeping and beeping.
No worries. No worries, you lurk. Oft attended by ravens that answer to him, as if bound by shared intent. He speaks with arcane knowledge and deep understanding, yet displays conflict, as though his thoughts were drawn from more than one source. Those few who encounter him report distortions of memory and time. Whether this proceeds from the forest, the man, or proximity to both remains unclear. We mark him neither architect nor warden, but a symptom of a cleaving yet unresolved. So that's that other dude who she was talking to. Yeah, so this seems to be just...
Me and be done with it!
seems to be doing the
Just a drop of water!
comic.
Kill me and be done with it!
Yeah, I'm getting to you, mate. I'll kill you in a minute. Ah, I could have dropped down this way.
Just a drop of water!
Collected our first ruin triangle. There's just some blood.
Is anyone out there? Please!
I'm a vampire, leaving anybody alive. Bastard. Oh god, I'm all the way back here.
Done with it.
Then I could have sneaked up on him.
Is anyone out there? Please, help me!
I shall help myself. You. Where did we drop off? I was after this bit, wasn't it? They do more damage than they give back, which is a problem. The Hunger Shroud Charm extends the fleeting calm before the hunger rises again. Once claimed, these relics bind themselves to you, reshaping your abilities in ways that endure. Yeah, it's the game is simple, but not in a bad way.
Please, don't leave me. No!
When memory and its frailty, the guardian of mind is charged with perception and remembrance. Though truth of either in Nosgoth proves treacherous, memory bends beneath belief as readily as beneath fact. We observe that prescient insight often precedes error rather than forestalling it.
I cannot hold back Mobius's curse much longer. When my strength fails, you'll be torn away from here, Elaine.
Where will I end up this time?
Who can say? 1,000 years into the past? Or yesterday morning? Mobius's machinations rest on the life of your brother. The Time Guardian will do everything in his power to keep you from influencing it.
I don't want to influence his life, Kai. I want to end it.
Chasing the shadow of revenge.
The sooner my goal is achieved, the sooner I can fulfill my obligation to you.
Your brother is a powerful Sarafan Inquisitor now. He and his warriors have never seen defeat.
Cease this prattle and let me focus.
Isn't it? The music is.
Will you taste my blood, vampire?
Look at him. Is human Raziel?
I've no taste for weakness.
Give your horse.
Show yourself, creature, that I may remember your face before I ruin it. Lilith, this cannot be. You live?
By the blood of Janos Audron, dear brother, you shall pay for Matthias's death. This is for my beloved. This is for Matthias!
I am overcome. I know not when or where you will find yourself next, Lady of Thornlodge. But rest assured, I will locate you again.
No!
My sister Lilith lives.
Impossible. Did she vanish into the ether? What in Nosgoth's name did we just witness?
The work of Janos Audron. She invoked his name. His foul sorcery protects his brood. But it will not spare him from my wrath.
What are your orders, Raziel?
We ride for the keep of Janos Audron. It is time to still his sinister pulse.
So she was the reason they attacked Janos Audron. So this is Solriva Defiant.
I've never seen such a creature. A blue demon cast into flesh.
Yet it led us to Janos Audron's very threshold. Might it be an ally?
Friend or foe, demon or wraith, it changes nothing. Audron's lair is inaccessible. The Brotherhood have tried and failed to access it. The fortress is sealed from below. By the pillars!
Look there!
The creature's done our work for us. The vampire's walls are sundered.
Janos Audron's doom is upon him.
Now, brothers, we strike!
So it was Raziel's fault.
Bleed freely, Sarafan. Soon there'll be nothing left of you but a stain on the ice.
Better to spill my blood in battle than to let your cursed kind defile it.
In Janos' name, we shall drink deep of your zealotry.
It's actually harder to him because he can't heal. Overwatched boundaries. The divisions twixt realms persist only so long as they are kept. Guardians of Dimension 10 separations, unseen by most, yet breached by many. When this pillar weakens, the world does not shatter outright, but begins to overlap, quietly, perilously. Keep wanting to like duck down to dodge attacks. The fuck did everybody else can anyway? Oh, because that was fair. Fucking hell, there's Raziel's harder like.
The father of vampires hides in these cursed walls. Tonight, his blight ends.
Oh, is it in counter-attacks? Okay. It's very old school action,
The father of vampires
like
hides in these
Castlevania
cursed
style.
walls. Tonight, his blight ends. Yeah, it's very Castlevania, like old school Castlevania. Like. I say, which isn't a bad thing. I love the old Castlevania games. The refuge of Janos Aldrin. Janos Aldrin's retreat is not simply a dwelling, but a monument to all the truths. We note that this refuge enshrouds relics whose presence draws fated and the hunted alike, and thus it becomes a beacon.
not by proclamation, but by charismatic attraction. And places do not call out, this some. And this whole just law dropping stuff has been awesome. They've got these law drops down in like, what's the word?
They say Janos
Monologue
Aldrin's
whiz.
eyes shine like burning coals. He can see your soul laid bare.
Stories to frighten children. If the beast had such power, why would he cower here like a rat in the rocks?
Janos has held these lands in terror for centuries. They call him the Devil of Ustenheim for a reason.
The villagers whispered tales of shadow wings and fangs at their throats.
It's not just whispers. I've seen the aftermath. Homes left empty, blood scrawled across walls. They say he drains not just the body, but also the spirit.
Then we'd best make certain his foul soul goes no further than the end of our swords. Do you truly believe this will end it? The plague, the bloodline, all of it?
Malik says this devil's death is the key. His death will break their hold on this world.
Then let's see this done. For the circle, for the souls he's stolen. For Nosgoth!
For a Lilith! They say Janos Ordrin's heart is the source of their corruption. Carve it out, and the plague dies with him.
I was never very good at all Castlevania games though.
Mobius knew this day would come. His sight pierces the past and future alike.
And in his wisdom, he shaped our crusade, guided the Seraphim Order's righteous hand against this plague. Mobius says this staff will defeat Janos Ordrin. Well, I believe him.
He doesn't lend his treasures lightly. This staff is no mere trinket. It's said to cripple vampires, to leave them writhing like maggots in the dirt.
A fitting end for Janos Ordrin.
And once he lies dead at our feet, we must claim his blade, as Mobius commanded. That weapon must not fall into the wrong hands again.
I had mourned her for 15 years, believed her dead, claimed by the same fate that consumed our parents. Yet now, impossibly, she lives, corrupted by the very evil I swore to destroy.
Well, say, I know it's the same voice actor playing Raziel. Oh my god, you can tell he's old now. His voice doesn't have that same something about it.
My sister, a vampire.
Doesn't have this. It doesn't have the same energy as he did. Like I said, I get it. Like he is. I think was he 87 when I googled it. 88 this year. Whereas he'll have been like 60 when he did it originals.
Her wings, just like Janos Ordrin's. He perverted her after his own image. The sister I knew, buried beneath corruption. Why does she hate me so fiercely? I think of that night often. Thornlatch's rooftops swallowed by flames, smoke curling into the sky, the air thick with the stench of blood and ash. The screams fading as the village lay in ruin from the vampire raid. I remember finding her at the swamp's edge. Her lover, Matthias, at her side, his fangs buried in her right hand as he fed. He'd been turned, another soul claimed by this wretched plague. I thought I could save her, if not from death, then from the curse. I had no choice. When I struck Matthias down, when my blade claimed his head and her hand with it. I prayed the infection would die with him. I had hoped desperately that severing the limb would spare her. But she cursed me for it, screamed at me to leave her to die with him. And so I did. The Seraphim drums carried me from that place. I told myself I was chasing vengeance. But part of me knew I was running from her screams, from the guilt that threatened to break me. If I can kill Janos, perhaps I can free her. Perhaps what's left of my sister still lingers beneath that curse.
So, what he was talking about there, if you read the comics go into detail about how she became a vampire, and basically it's like the very beginning of the story. I'll not say anything until then in case this goes into it, but the comics are really good read. Perpetual strife. Conflict is commonly mistaken for simple violence, yet our annals attest that conflict governs opposition and change. The Guardian's presence forestalls stagnation. Where conflict ebbs, decay often flows beneath the semblance of peace. Nice one.
Look sharp, gentlemen. These sorcerers spit death from afar.
I need some healing.
We protect this sanctum.
What's that? This game is hard. It's definitely got that old school Castlevania difficulty as well. Especially since we can only attack in one direction.
Look sharp, gentlemen. These sorcerers spit death from afar.
I'm more of a fan of Castlevania, the new style like Symphony of the Night. I actually thought this was more of a Metroidvania, as opposed to the old one, just a side scroller. Let's see. Well, have you played this one? The reviews are not very positive. It's got like mostly negative reviews on Steam. The fans hate it, but I'm having a blast. I'm loving this one. It's given us more. Like, I'm at the point like I'll take anything, no matter what game they made for Legacy of Kain. Just give me it, you know what I mean? I'm loving it. It's awesome. Like I said, Legacy of Kain story was one of my favourite franchises. Adore it. Oh, you can't see I'm in the way.
Ordrin, step away from the sword. It will not save you. Your
Where's
final
me?
hour dwindles to its last few grains of sand.
Look a pixel Raziel.
Found you, and human righteousness will have its victory.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying last night. So that I don't care what the reviews say. Like, it's Legacy of Kain. I'm gonna enjoy it no matter what, and I'm loving it. Like, inner childhood me is just so happy right now. Even just the pixel graphic, look at it. So good.
You must save yourself, Raziel.
Janos, no!
Look at it.
Save myself? It is you who need saving, vampire.
I was not speaking to you, Inquisitor. The Raziel I know is no longer with us.
The whole timeline, like the fact that we're in Defiance right now.
That creature shares my name? How ironic. One Raziel leads us to you, the other Raziel ensures your end.
Perhaps one day you will understand the truth. That all of Nosgoth's children are connected. Even you cannot sever those ties with a blade. What loss will finally break your pride?
The only loss here will be yours. Come, brothers!
Oh. Oh yeah.
See the staff of Mobius and understand your fate, devil!
For the people of Nosgoth!
Ah, so we can't hurt them.
Glory of the Sarafan! For the sister who was stolen from me!
I'm gonna die. Have you read the comic book for this as well? I highly recommend the comic if you've not read it. It's sort of telling this story that's happening now, but more from a Lilith's point of view.
See the staff of Mobius and understand your fate, devil!
For the people of Nosgoth! For the glory of the Sarafan! For the sister who was stolen from me!
Nice to actually see this fight as well. You okay over there, Janos? Oh, he's faster now. Got him.
You believe as the others do. that my bloodline dies with me. We are not so frail,
I mean,
human. You fear
can do.
what you don't understand, and you despise what you fear.
On GameCube, I assume. I think I've seen that game for a while.
Do not flatter yourself, vampire. I neither fear nor despise you. All you are to me is a bitter seed from which grew nothing but rot and death. I pity you. If that black thing beating inside your chest is the instrument of Nosgoth's salvation, then so be it. Hold him!
Look at his black heart. How it still beats.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here. Remember the sword!
Oh, it was awesome. We're back with Lilith.
Your reverence is noted, but this task is beneath you, Elena. Your purpose lies elsewhere. This mission is not a good use of your time.
What is the time, Kai? I smell Sarafan, but this is not the camp where I fought Raziel.
That was days ago by the flow of linear time.
I feel I've been absent for 1,000 years. Damn Mobius and his curse!
The Time Guardian is clever. He would not have you disrupt the path he requires of your brother.
His only concern is Raziel.
Yes, and your attempt to kill Raziel has set your brother on a course of vengeance against Janos Odron.
He would not dare attack the Hallowed Father.
But it was her fault that Janos Odron died.
He would. He will. He has.
But we never knew that.
Where is he now?
I suppose that is for you to discover.
There! The wretch who fell so many of our brothers at Nosgoth Pass. Take my right hand if you will, creature! I will learn to fight with my left!
Yeah.
Kill me and be dead! No!
You asked for it. A flesh that does not consent a form. Build and workings are commonly dismissed as vulgar spellcraft. Forbidden study suggests otherwise. This art does not transform, it revises. Flesh so marked learns, adapts, reconstitutes itself in obedience to necessity. Limbs restored, bodies altered in an instant. These are not signs of progress, but of ceaseless self-correction. Even the Hilden confess that once set upon the blood, this art exceeds their grasp, and may become unpredictable. Ah, fire. Damn it. Like, I know I've literally just finished playing Defiance Remastered. This is going to make us want to go back to number 2, number
Bring
1 and
me
2.
Raziel. I will not ask again.
of my favourite things about this series is the music. Remember to use dash to get across them gaps.
Water. Your bird will never leave me alone, will it?
He has watched you longer than you know, child. He is my oldest and most faithful servant. His eyes keep you alive, especially when you wander from the path you swore to walk. You should take comfort in his presence.
The only comfort left to me is the fight against the Sarafan.
Touches a fireman.
Why do you cut off their right hands, child?
To send a message.
And what is this message?
That killing Janos Audron changes nothing.
And that the sister's memory is very long? Raziel did, after all, cut off your right hand.
I wish to deliver my brother a message written in blood.
I think a lot of people weren't happy with the fact that they gave Raziel a sister. Well, what, like 30 years later, now he's got a sister that we didn't know anything about. But it fits into the timeline, like the times we see her, even in the manga alone, it's during times we never saw in the game. Well, that's a lot of fire down here. So like, that human Raziel, we've never really seen a lot of him. Apart from the like 1 or 2 times you fight him as Raziel. Oh, fuck. Don't go in the water. So the fact that she could have been the reason for them to go after Janos Audron makes sense.
Is there anyone out there? Please, help me!
Cycles of ordained. Nature's cycles are neither kind nor equitable. Guardian of nature preserves through renewal, not stasis. When corruption intrudes, growth endures, but is a twisted growth. Yeah, I never realised she was actually cutting off the hands. Ooh, feed 100 times.
Water.
Maximum life. Leave Raziel a warning written in blood. This helps for killing so many bad guys. Some of these jumps are really tight. Secrets. On lingering force. Energy binds deed a consequence. The Guardian channels power that sustains both genesis and ruin. When disturbed, such force does not perish, it abides and continues undirected. Not a clue what any of these are meaning right now.
Cut off my hand!
Her jump attack is just so good.
Still walking into danger like a child chasing fire. You are making grave mistakes, Lady of Thornwatch.
You're a fine one to speak of mistakes, Kai. You whose errors caused his very soul to be split in twain, with your human half left to rot in the demon realm unless I can somehow rescue it.
Yet here you are, still ignoring the mission you swore to fulfill. I healed your hand, Ele. Gave you wings. Gave you power. Because of me, you walk now with Hilden blood. Hilden magic remade.
I'll see to your mission, but only after I repay Raziel for the wrongs he has inflicted upon me. Matthias must be avenged.
Your ambitions go far beyond revenge for a slain lover. You seek to undo time itself, to restore the vampire Raziel took from you. Do not seek to erase mistakes. Focus on repairing their consequences.
One way or the other, I will overcome the curse of Mobius and make the Time Guardian grant me a path back to save Matthias. Then I swear to fulfill my obligation to you.
Matthias was always meant to die those many years ago. Turned into a vampire so Raziel would kill him and wound you. That moment anchors Raziel's mind. Mobius would never allow you to undo it.
Yet I must attempt it. I will find a way. Everything in my being tells me there are other possibilities.
You desire the heart of darkness.
How can I desire something unknown to me?
Every vampire who ever dreamed of things impossible has unknowingly sent a prayer and a plea to the heart of darkness. It alone could grant your wish. But fate does not intend it for you.
We shall see. Where is this heart? In whose chest does it beat?
Janos Odron. But Raziel has torn it from
How is it my brother continues to murder hope after hope? If Raziel removed the heart, then he knows where it is.
Whoa. We're actually playing this black and white section. That is pretty cool. Like, it's a pixel graphic game, but look at the light and shadows, man. How can people give this a negative review? In certain passages, the Eighth Government transitions more than destinations. The Guardian oversees the crossings between life, death, and that which abides between. Why is she fighting with vampire creatures? And why are they not attacking the humans?
Weakening again, child. The Time Guardian's curse is reasserting itself.
Keep me here as long as you can, Kai.
Listen closely. I cannot say where you will end up when this curse overwhelms me. It's clear you won't let this go until you've chased this obsession down. If you cannot find Raziel or the Heart of Darkness, then seek out Kain.
Kain? You expect me to go to him? He butchered my parents, Kai. I would sooner embrace the pyre than kneel before that monster. What could he possibly offer to help me save Matthias?
More than you think.
This is madness. Kain is a tyrant. You would send me into his lair and call it wisdom?
Spare me. I know what and what was done, but he walks closer to the truth you seek than any other in Nosgoth, and you won't stop until you tear this wound open. So do it quickly and survive it.
And if I don't?
Then you die. But if you live, perhaps you'll finally return to what matters.
Yes, Kain is the reason for everything again. As it always is. Kain has been there for every moment of Raziel's life. He's the reason Raziel leaves to join the Sarafan. He's the one who sends Raziel back in time to kill his past self so that Kain can raise him as a vampire. Everything is just Kain.
She cut off my hand!
fucking love it. Again, if you read the comics, it wasn't. You actually get to watch Kain ransack the village. Oh, I said double hit. Only bad things. From the Seraphon Stronghold. The stronghold yet stands in memory and stone as a sanctified engine of pursuit. Theirs is a Seraphon seat and chapel, and beneath it, history burrows in catacombs already infested by the Time Streamer. Even when abandoned, such a place does not become inert. It teaches men to worship violence. The stronghold is not merely a fortress, but a mould, and even those who never wore its sigil are shaped by its fall. When I read them, all I can picture is Kain's voice.
Cut off my hand!
My time is short, mortal. Where is Raziel?
He and our best warriors are on a mission to bring an end to the war, and you.
The time of the vampire is no more!
Time is subjective.
It certainly is. I'm sorry, child. The curse overwhelms me at last.
No! Not yet!
Raziel's demise.
Salvation rides a swift steed.
What happened here?
We were beset. A vampire.
A single vampire wreaked such carnage?
It was the fiend from Nosgoth Pass. The Winged Devil.
The Winged Devil is dead. Take courage. Raziel, cut out his heart!
Right ahead, brothers. Make sure the stronghold is secure. Ah. Where is she now?
I know not. She disappeared into a sudden mist, but not before maiming so many. She had but 2 words on her lips as she cut off our right hands.
Speak them.
One was Raziel. The other was revenge.
What have I done wrong? Audrin's progeny still thrives.
Look, Raziel! Do you see it? Death. Death is coming for me. Behold! Its ashen skin. My time expires.
The Blue Demon. Janos Audrin had the wisdom to save you from me, but you rushed to abandon that pardon? Is this why you give chase, Blue Demon? Do you presume to take my prize? Very well. Come and claim the Black Heart if you dare.
Oh, weapon is Soul Reaver Raziel. No. Okay. A real. Sorry, but Raziel did not move that fast. Okay, my horse can't seem to jump fast enough past them things. Maybe I'm supposed to smash them down and jump over the spikes. Yeah. Okay. If Raziel was ever that fast. I went.
To arms, brothers! The blue demon is at our doorstep. Let all who can still wield a sword answer your duty.
Yeah. Guys, go get him. I'm going this way.
Come to take your revenge, demon! Back to hell with you!
How do I get up there? Because we can't double jump. Can I move these barrels? No. That's blood with it. Am I supposed to be a vampire in this? Yeah, something tells me we're going to come through here again.
Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart? You'll have to get through us first.
So this is Soul Calibur 2. Because Raziel fights his brothers on the wraith that walks. From abyssal depths returns a thing that should have perished, mutilated and recast into a devourer of souls. The spectre was sent forth under a benefactor's whispered purpose. Ghoul's hunger is no longer mere blood, but human essence. Fuels his zeal. His unyielding, persistent marks a failure of endings to end. An interminable halt in the natural order. This wraith's presence is not merely revenge made animate, but a new category of being, born where punishment and necessity converge. Thus does Nosgoth learn that death, once disrupted, does not simply break, it adapts and becomes something worse.
Get back to the pit you crawled from, demon!
Yeah, see, he'll not actually grab that leg. I did. Damn it, I bet I could have got them other ones. On endings that fail to end. Death is commonly misjudged as a terminus. Eyes observe its function as passage, not destination. Guardian of Death is charged not with slaying, but with ensuring that life does not persist unlawfully. Many of Nosgoth's gravest aberrations arise not from death itself, but from its failure to conclude its appointed work. Yeah, I want to go back, see if I can climb him. The barrel. I'll go help the brothers in a bit. And I can hang on to the... see? See, sometimes he grabs the ledges, and other times he doesn't. On the Time Streamer. Morbius is chosen guardian of time, yet he is no stout custodian. He is a meddler and a manipulator. He fashions devices that deliver men into history like arrows, and stands aside while they mistake their inevitable arc of records attest that his counsel and controversies ensnare both pauper and prince, that his guidance once kindled a genocide of vampire kind after the slaying of William the Just. He exacerbates as if he were a servant of destiny, But his mastery is detected on too many outcomes to be called mere witness. One more. I don't know if I could reach. I think this one was just out of reach. Yeah, that one. That one's 2. No, I haven't reached that one. Ah. Of duration measured. Time resists the final definition. Guardian does not rule time's passage, but is aligned with its pressure. Those who seek dominion over it are more often regarded catalysts than as authors. All we get to play is like Reaver Raziel. Or the Wraith.
Lord Mobius, I see Tyrell has returned your staff. It served its purpose well, but a new creature assaults us now. It wields a fiery blade unlike any I've seen.
A curious thing, is it not? It slinks between worlds, neither living nor truly dead. A remnant of some cursed fate, best left unspoken.
It fights with purpose.
It is driven by vengeance, Raziel. That creature was once a vampire, bound by the ancient hatred against the very order you serve.
Don't know if that's
We
the
first
same
encountered
factor.
it near the cliffs. We gave chase, keeping our distance. And at the end of its path, we found Janos Audron.
How fitting. The creature that now hunts you led you on your most sacred kill. Fate delights in such cruel symmetry.
Perhaps fate has miscalculated. I do not fall so easily.
Your courage serves you well, but steel yourself. Your brothers lie slain, and the storm draws near. Now, give me my prize.
I cut it from the winged devil's chest myself.
You have done well, Raziel. I am pleased.
So, Vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, Vampire, this is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos. No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a great shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Audron turned out to be no challenge at all, thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass? Your time's up, Butcher. Justice has come.
But damn.
I renounce you.
But we know that was a fight we weren't meant to win. Don't even know why I tried.
Ever vigilant, Raven. Your gaze never strays far. It's done. Raziel is gone. And the Heart of Darkness, lost to time.
Perhaps now you can unshackle yourself from this folly and return to the path we began together.
Not while there's still a whisper of hope. You said Kain might hold the key, that his knowledge could guide me. Then that is where I go next.
Not a smart idea. You know what it's kind of reminded me of? The way the chapters are split up, the bargain. It's very
Where have
that
you
movie.
cast me now, Kai? Does Kain exist in this sliver of history?
Shit, I've forgotten the name of it. The Shining. Because that does the chapters like that, doesn't it?
I did not guide you to this place, child. You were drawn here by threads beyond my reach. But the path is not unfamiliar. You have been here before. This is a Nosgoth cleansed of vampires. The Sarafan are no more. Your brother is long dead. The humans hold dominion now. And Kain endures, a god among mortals.
Tell me where he broods.
To the west, seek the pillars.
Something here feels different, Kai.
You are perceptive as ever. Yes, child. You are unbound.
Unbound?
Mobius is dead, and with his death, the curse that yoked your soul to his will has unraveled.
Mobius is dead? Then I am free?
Yes, free.
How? How did this come to pass?
It was Kain. He slayed the Time Streamer, and in that act, the weave of your torment came undone. By the ticking of mortal clocks, Mobius fell centuries past. But you, adrift in the recursive churn of fate, feel the breaking only now. The endlessness of Mobius's time prison has cast you between the shattered epochs of Nosgoth for millennia. Perhaps you should offer Kain your gratitude for ending this. Ha! His ego may find such flattery agreeable.
Gratitude? No. I may be cut from Mobius's strings, but that does not make the blade my ally. Kain now remains my only chance to reach Matthias. Should he refuse me?
And if he does?
Then I will kill him.
Kain does not succumb to death, child. He bestows it. Proceed carefully.
Of defined key.
Not since the age of Janos Ordran have winged vampires walked this land. Strange. A remnant of Vorador's cabal, perhaps. My curiosity has granted you a reprieve from death. For now. Approach.
voice.
I have come seeking a favor.
A favor? How tedious. You tread dangerous ground with your presumption.
Not presumption, Lord Kain. Desperation.
What is the source of this desperation?
The desire to right a wrong.
Swords and teeth are sufficient enough for that.
It is said you have the power to weave time's tapestry according to your whims.
I'm not Mobius. The threads of fate are delicate, but go on, I'm intrigued. For the moment.
Long ago, a Sarafan killed my lover. I would see him restored.
You would do better to find a new, less pathetic paramour.
I did not come seeking your counsel on matters of the heart.
No, you seek a paradox. That is no small matter. Yet you speak as though you understand the dangers. Tell me, did Vorador send you here? Did he tell you what befell him the first time I dared to re-stitch time's threads?
Let him believe you are one of Vorador's. He won't trust you otherwise.
Yes, Vorador told me.
Did he now? That's a rare trust. Was your comprehension of his words just as uncommon?
I understood enough to seek you out.
You've earned a sliver more of my patience. You call time a tapestry. If that is so, then the loom insists on its own great design.
The loom will come along to my way of thinking. Teach me about paradoxes, Kain.
What would you give me in exchange?
Isn't my gratitude enough?
Only fools accept thanks as payment.
Tell him of the tomb of the Sarafan, where your brother lies in eternal slumber. Reveal its location. Plant the seed that he might raise Raziel and the others there to reforge the fallen Sarafan as his servants. Let Nosgoth see that even the hallowed dead bend the knee to Kain.
Why?
It will be a spectacle of his supremacy, and for you, another chance at vengeance.
Do you truly believe he will accept such a bargain?
There is but one way to know.
I will tell you the location of a tomb where Sarafan Inquisitors lie.
What use to me are dust and bones?
Resurrected, they will make powerful servants and magnificent symbols of your strength. Even the mightiest of the Sarafan are subject to your will.
Curious. Tell me then, where is this tomb?
Hiding in plain sight. Surely you have seen it, yet you deemed the interred dead of little consequence. To find it, journey west beyond the pillars, toward the Lake of Tears. Within the canyons, cut into the walls of the cliffs, you'll find the sepulchre. There, your new servants wait.
An intriguing vision. Perhaps I will pursue it.
Now, to your end of this bargain.
You're a persistent one, aren't you? Very well. A paradox is not something I can simply tell you. To grasp its true nature, the threads that both bind time and unravel it, you must first prove yourself worthy. Do you even understand the ground beneath you? The history etched into Nosgoth's bones? So, the spectre stirs from her vigil. I did not summon you, Ariel.
No, Kain. You summon no one. You command or you destroy. But not today. I felt her presence. This one, she trembles the very marrow of Nosgoth. Child, all emerge from their mother's womb carrying the twin scents of promise and failure. It is not often long before one odor predominates. You remain indeterminate, and this has intrigued me. So let us test the weight of your purpose. Let us play a game, you and I. Each of these pillars once bore a guardian, until the circle was shattered. Answer my riddles, and with each truth, I shall tell you what became of them.
Play her game. See where it leads. I'll remain close should the need arise.
Odd. Another voice speaks through your talisman, yet I hear only the echo, not the words. If we are to proceed, it must fall silent.
I understand. Be still, Kai. I'll call for you when this is done.
As
Just
you
going
will.
to challenge our
Good
knowledge
luck,
of the game.
Lady of Thornlatch.
The first to fall, his love defiled, logic forsaken in fury wild. Where thought is weapon and madness reigns, what pillar bears the mentalist's chains?
Mine?
Naprapta, my beloved, guardian of the mind pillar. When I was slain, grief shattered his mind, and madness followed. At the first hint of gain, Kain took Naprapta's head without hesitation, quick to kill, as always. The mentalist was the first to fall, and he did not fall alone. She tore the veil twixt realms unseen. Let demons walk where men had been, where space distorts and forms betray. What pillar warps the world this way?
Dimension.
Azimuth, guardian of dimension. She opened the veil and welcomed demons into Nosgoth's heart. Kain chose her as his serpentine blade's first taste. One merciless strike, nothing more. To him, her death was merely a step on his path.
Is this just going to be Ariel just ripping into Kain for killing everybody?
A knight in chains, his oath betrayed, in fire and steel his penance paid. Where battle burns and peace must bend, what pillar wills the war to end?
I have no clue. I'm going to guess Valor.
Nature births life, yet I give it design. A crownless dominion, both wretched and fine. Brother to all, from the throne to the ditch, I cradle the lowly and silence the rich. I stir ancient dust where the meek once would crawl. No fortress can hold me. I haunt every hall.
Conflict.
Malak the Damned, once the guardian of conflict, bound by oath and fire, cursed by Mortanius for an ancient failure. Now his soul is chained to his armor, enslaved for eternity. He wore the wild, a beast in thought. By root and flame his power wrought. Where verdant life and death entwine, what pillar
Nature.
binds this worldly line? Bane, guardian of nature, a force of wilderness and fury. Twisted by Naprapta's insanity, he became something monstrous. Kain called Bane like a rabid beast, as though death were his cure for everything. The mirror cracked, yet none could see the binding thread of destiny. Undying choice, immortal shame. Which pillar holds the world in frame?
Balance.
Balance, my own pillar, my purpose. Stolen from me the moment Mobius set his plan in motion, and Kain refused the sacrifice. He was offered a choice. One life for all of Nosgoth. Kain chose himself. She burned with light no flesh could keep, a waking storm that would not sleep, where power coils and sparks take form. Which pillar births both life and storm?
Tempest sounds like it, but I feel it might be energy.
You spend me to seek me in dream or in wake. A hunger that stirs with each move that you make. I rise like a flame, I fall like a sigh, and burn in your stride as the moments pass by. The meek call it waste when your aim draws their ire, but what do they know of purpose or fire?
Energy.
Jewel. She was ill-suited for the burden she bore. Corrupted like the rest, then struck down by Kain, of course. He never considered what it meant to slay, only that it was necessary to his mission. He spoke of fate with serpent tongue, a future solved, a past undone, where ages twist and truths are lies. Which pillar breaks what never dies?
Time.
Mobius, the time streamer, a deceiver always. He betrayed the circle, but believed he was serving a greater purpose. And Kain? He danced to Mobius's tune, then killed him for the melody. Time has a cruel sense of irony. He shaped the world with fevered hand, where stone could melt and air could stand. Sculpt the water to look like men, before this fire makes it flow again.
I don't know.
Anacroth, the alchemist.
Right.
He twisted the elements to his will, sculpting matter as though he were a god. but even gods fall. He raised the lifeless, yet could not rest, a soul enslaved within its flesh, where endings feed what lies beneath. Which pillar crowns the Lord of Sleep? Mortanius, my murderer, and yet not my true enemy. He bore the pillar of death, and in time, death consumed him. He raised Kain, gave him purpose, and set this entire tragedy in motion. And Kain, ungrateful to the last, repaid him with a blade. The cycle ends where it began, in blood and betrayal.
How many what? GMs or how many pillars? What was there, 7 pillars? 8? We got 2 wrong. But if you're talking about games, there's 6. There's Blood Omen, which so the Blood Omen game is based on everything she's just talked about. Oh, the riddles. Yeah, that should be the last one, I assume.
You see now, don't you? The cost of bargain struck in darkness. Kain will not guide you. He will use you as he used us all. Still, you answered true. There may yet be hope in you. Go carefully, child.
That was basically her way of just telling us to trust Kain. As you know, he's killed everybody. Oh god, that was so pointless.
I've completed Ariel's game. Now give me what I came for.
The true riddle begins to stir behind those eyes. A paradox. Fledgling is not a law, it is the defiance of one. A fracture where truth and lie walk hand in hand. I've seen such wounds open in the fabric of time. I do not understand them, but I suspect more than I should.
A fracture? One where Matthias might yet live? Tell me how to break time, as you once did.
When I struck down William the Just centuries ago, his blade clashed with mine. The same blade, across time, past and present, colliding in one impossible moment. The paradox was born not from movement, but from overlap. 2 truths, mutually exclusive, yet momentarily the same.
Another riddle. If I could travel through time, I wouldn't need a paradox at all.
Your thoughts crawl where they should fly. A paradox is not conjured by motion alone. It need not arrive draped in the trappings of the future. The present drags the past behind it like a shadow. Remain still long enough, and time itself may rise to confront you, unbidden.
Always these half-truths. What is it you see, Kain? What lies beneath your suspicions? Why should I trust a word you say?
You shouldn't, yet here you are.
What are you doing?
Curious. I meant to strike you down, but the Reaver, it refused.
You really are the tyrant your reputation promised.
Tyrant? Champion? Those are words for poets. I seek only what serves Nosgoth, and to achieve that, I do what must be done. You may be bound to my fate in ways neither of us yet grasp.
This bargain is hollow. I endured your trials, your posturing, your riddles, and all I receive is an attempted execution? I've earned more than this.
You want payment? Then take it.
You would give it to me?
Let us see what happens.
I don't understand. It calls to me, but there's something else. Something is screaming inside me. I can't take it.
Fascinating. A pity, but not a failure. You've seen more tonight than most glimpse in a lifetime, and yet the shape of it all still eludes you. We will meet again, that much I am sure. If time still bows to fate, it will choose the hour when you see a paradox for what it truly is. Until then, I have Sarafan to raise from their graves.
It was Raziel's sister who got Kain to resurrect them. Oh, yeah.
Bleed, beast, and be forgotten!
Oh, what are these? On the nature of paradox. We are among the gifted few who witness paradoxes. We do not reckon paradox as solitary blasphemy against causation, but an accumulation burden. Each manifestation leaves its own residue, imperceptibly altering the ground upon which the next must stand. The Reaver endures as the known fulcrum, since the hour of the last known paradox. Certainties waver, and some who were once bound to cause now display will and volition. The paradox assays fate, and the very foundations of time itself may already be falling. Another way you can just teleport. I think that's a breakable wall down there. Ah, it is. Oh, he's got his mist. Just mist down there, man. This music on. Pretty sure it was never meant to say that. They changed it. I love how Kain's so powerful, his sword just one-shots things. Did I just see? Yeah, it's a breakable wall there. can I get up there? Oh god. Ah. It's just for some blood. As always, playing as Kain is the most satisfying. Can he miss upward? No. Oh no. I feel like I hit my head on something. Yeah. That's a tight jump. I want to like move the camera down, but I can't. Oh, that was. Ah, it's a bigger jump than that. The Ravelist's charm. Restore the fallen with greater vitality upon return. Was I meant to die there then? Ah, yeah, so that's not glowing green now, so.
I will not play rock, paper, scissors with you! You've got a booger on your finger!
Damn it. That's There is, I've seen it as well, right? But I forget how loud it is. I keep flinch. It still acts as like flinch.
Drink water, you dehydrated wretch.
Thankfully, that one's not as loud. I'm guessing these upgrades that we'll find persist across characters. On the unruliness of time. The eyes of Nosgoth no longer assume that record follows event forever. Certain entries arise beside the moments they recount, drawn forth by unseen entities, a compel recurrence. What is inscribed may herald its own ending, or answer echoes long faded. In Nosgoth, time does not proceed, it is erased and rewritten. Where our words mirror events, we suspect not foresight, but recurrence. Kain Stain, bro. It's hitting hard, like. The heart of darkness. The heart of darkness persists as a living denial. It was set into the slain nobleman's chest by the necromancer Mortanius, and by that covenant rose a fettered revenant, not healed, but reconstructed. We find further evidence that the heartbeat preserves what should decay, sustaining flesh and denying decay as if frustrating the ministrations of time. So long as its grim rhythm pulses, death's authority in Nosgoth remains contested. So how did Mortanius get the heart then? I'm guessing Mobius gave him it then.
The darkness ends with my blade.
Right.
Please, don't leave me here.
Hi, bro. Welcome in. Hello, you're a likely ban Vader, so. On a Seri bot. That fire's gonna get us. Wow, that's hard to get up there. Down.
The darkness ends with my blade.
Yeah. Mugged. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get up there properly then. I'm gonna die.
Is anyone out there? Please.
Ah.
Please.
Shit, I didn't mean to fall down. So you can hang on the walls, but not long enough. There we go. Now I heard a prisoner up here.
Is anyone out there? Please. Help me.
Up. Oh my god, they're up there.
Water. Just a drop of water.
Something in the wall here. Look. Concerning the Lord of Vampires, Kain's story does not trail events like myth or history. It presses upon the present like a brooding storm. Born to inherent balance, he was murdered in thwart and ignorance of that purpose, and raised by Mortaine's vampirical might. He strode a path of poison, masked as antidote. His journey ever circles the pillars, and the choice he makes there stains every age. His refusal to restore balance is not an event, but a condition. In him, the question of duty versus survival remains unanswered. Time after time, and the land continues to pay the cost. You can't blame him though. Being murdered and then brought back to life and told on. Now you need to kill yourself. Well, that was the wrong way to go. Oh, those rocks there, man. I didn't even see them, they're blended in that well. Oh, why you from that? The Leech Shine Charm siphons a sliver of vitality from each wound inflicted. Oh, that's helpful. Comboed by the fire. Yeah, I want to go back this way quickly. Because when I was climbing up these pillars, well, I seen a back point.
Hi there, nice to see you. Bumblebee tuna? Bumblebee tuna!
Yo, what's up,
Drink water,
dude?
you dehydrated bitch!
Spooky cute platformer. Yeah, I'm loving it. The music is phenomenal. The story. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do here then? What was the point of that over there? Oh. Nah, fuck the haters. This game's amazing. It's just adding more to the world, to the story that you all know.
Is anyone out there? Please, help me.
So right now we're going to do what we always knew Kain did, but we're going to go and resurrect Raziel.
Cleanse Nosgoth of this plague!
Kain does have a counter attack. Ah, that's what that was. An escape if you fall down. Damn it. No worries, no worries. Take your time. Put back. Ah. That's a wall.
Cleanse Nosgoth of this plague!
Kain's an absolute beast. I love him. That's a nice little trap, huh? I don't know why there's got demon back things. What is that? Save.
Purge the night of this filth!
Can't tell which direction I should be going in. Seems to be both directions. Oh, it doesn't heal that much. I wanted to counter him just all the time. It's Kain.
Your blood now serves a greater purpose.
Time to go resurrect Raziel. Desecration of the tomb. Vampire, embrace the sacred light of man. Reject the bitter darkness of thy thirst. Here rests the mighty host of Sarafan, who stood their ground against the vampire curse. Profit from their example, ancient foe. Turn your back on bloodlust and walk the path of righteousness that brings an end to war.
In their arrogance, the Sarafan carved sermons for vampires on the walls of their crypt. Reject the bitter darkness of my thirst. Hear me, pathetic ghosts. An implacable enemy has come into your midst, and I shall defile every pretty sentiment you cling to in death.
Shelter within the stone and shadows blows the creeping hunger, yet even here fire and water remain. Tread carefully, for sanctuary is not salvation. Okay. Too fast. Damn, they really wanted to make sure the Sarafan didn't get vampire. Surrender yourself to Sarafan light. Tame your bloodlust with pillared faith. But if you won't, then on this night it shall be as Lord Mobius saith.
Another quaint bit of preaching. Deluded Sarafan fools. The last thing Lord Mobius said was for my ears, before I removed his head.
We're gonna die down here. Behold the crypt of courageous hearts. Behold the ossuary of beloved bones. In vaults of valor we enter the names of those who embodied the Saraffan's fame.
More of this grotesque Sarafan poetry. This is not the ossuary of beloved bones. It is the womb of my kingdom come.
Right. Here rests Menzidius, scourge of the biters, who broke themselves upon his sword, captain of war, greatest of fighters, hero of heart and true of word.
He sounds like someone I might resurrect just for the pleasure of killing afresh.
The vampires sought to destroy this world, and breed an evil none could withstand. But fate foresaw a different option, and fashioned a saviour Sarafan. Honour these names and revere these bones. Raziel, Micaiah, Rahab, Turel, Duma and Zephon, cherished among us, destroying the monstrous Janos Aldrin.
Thanks to the boasting of some pathetic mason, I believe I have found the Sarafan corpses I will raise and repurpose.
Oh.
Some arcane construct left behind as a last desperate defender of the tomb.
Can I counter their attack? Guess not. Okay, we can't stand that close to it. Days attack that time. It looks good as fuck, but it is hard as fuck. Just gotta be fast with the bad attack, basically. Couple more and we've got this.
They Victus!
The resurrection of the lieutenants.
Here sleep the Seraphans' mightiest champions, and still they cling to mortality, blind to time's true face. A mongrel cur, skulking through every shadow, gnashing endlessly at the leash of its master, Mobius. But you, Inquisitors, I offer deliverance. Raziel, I will conjure your spirit back from the void that harbors it, and your name will scour the tongues of mortals, spoken only in fear. You will be my firstborn. Steel yourself as I rend you from the womb of death. Brother in wrath, brother in thirst, I submit my flesh to your sting. Bite to the quick now, and discover the rich wellspring within me. Now to collect my bounty, a flow of rubies in a bejeweled cup. My blood, suffused with ancient power, awakens the dead and binds them to my will. I resurrect you with this vampiric gift and baptize you in the essence of my very soul. Rise, Raziel, my firstborn. Rise and serve.
That was a quick chapter.
Centuries slipped by, and my lord's empire decayed. My brothers and I remained loyal to Kain, even as Nosgoth withered beneath his corruption. This is the keep of Raziel, first lieutenant of Emperor Kain. Why have you trespassed here, vampire?
I am Alalith. Look upon my face. Do you find no sense of the familiar? No memory of our shared blood?
What blood could I share with you? I am a son of Kain.
You have been fathered many times over, Raziel. Kain sired you from ash and dust. Is there no recollection of what came before?
A millennium passed. Its echoes hold no meaning for me.
What if I could reveal the secrets of those years, and lay them bare like they were only yesterday? Will you look upon the face of your human father? Our human father?
I have no sister vampire, only brothers.
This amulet partakes in Hilden magic. It shows truths, Raziel.
A pretty trinket, charlatan. But I will look, My eyes never turn from amusement.
Our hearts were light, Raziel. Innocence is a paradoxical weight, a heaviness realized only after it is gone. Admit you recognize yourself.
I do. But who is the other boy?
Matthias, whom we cherished as a second brother. He would become my world. See yourself as the kind and nurturing boy you were, Raziel. That raven, is it familiar to you?
I take little notice of winged creatures.
Perhaps awareness will make you more observant. You found the injured raven in the woods and pledged to see it fly again. Your devotion was rewarded. The raven healed and took flight. For 3 days, you lingered, expecting it to return. Callously, I mocked your expectation. But then... your faith was rewarded. The raven returned to you, bearing this gift. Unknown to either of us at the time, this was no mere bird. It has always been present in our lives, always watching, and sometimes leading. It is the minion of Kain Ascendance. One evening, years later, Kain and a tribe of vampires descended upon our village. You and Matthias were so valiant in our defense. We were separated. I found Matthias wounded, with a hideous creature crouched over him. It was ancient beyond reckoning, driven by a primordial hunger, and cursed with a touch that unmade flesh and soul alike. The change came upon him in an instant, but he was dying. I drew my blade, split my own palm, and offered the blood to his lips. That is how you found us. Without questioning, without hearing my pleas, you slew Matthias and decapitated my right hand, as one would cut out envenomed flesh to stop the spread of infection.
I see it.
We're just enjoying the cutscene.
Quite the opposite, brother. It sped a far more lethal venom into my heart. A pure hatred of you, as our paths seemed to fork in a manner that could never reconverge. But I've learned time insists on circles, even when the mind apprehends only straight lines. Though you maimed me, my transformation was not stymied. As the vampiric alteration came over me, the raven guided me to a place unshackled by time. The misty woods of Kain Ascendance. A being, part human and part Hilden, whose human soul suffered torment in the demon realm. I agreed to rescue his soul, but not before achieving my goal of restoring Matthias. Through Hilden's sorcery, Kai fashioned me a new right hand for my quest. And something even more precious.
What?
I will reveal it when you are ready.
Then tell me, sister, what was my path?
You became a Seraphan Inquisitor.
Ah, such an absurd falsehood.
See for yourself, brother. Do you recognize those faces?
Turel, Dumas, Melchiah. Impossible. Kain would not cull his greatest lieutenants from his fiercest adversaries.
The thought wasn't his. Someone led him to it.
Led? By you? Kain would never embrace such delusions.
Perhaps it is the presence of Hilden magic, but I found I have powers of persuasion. Before I sought Kain, I turned to Mobius. My plea fell on deaf ears. He cursed me to drift in the stream of time, never knowing when or where I would emerge next. Only Kai's wood offered refuge, though even it is a cursed place forsaken by time. Time itself became my adversary. And yet, I pressed on, and Kai aided me as best he could. Denied by Mobius, I pursued Kain, seeking the truths of a temporal paradox. In return, I revealed the hidden crypt of the Sarafan, the tomb where you and the other Inquisitors rested in silence. I spoke of your worth, of the lieutenants you could become. In that act, I shaped your rebirth. In a way, I am both your sister and your mother.
You did all of this to humiliate a memory?
I learned that only one relic, the Heart of Darkness, holds the power to restore life to a vampire. To Matthias. Janos Audron guarded it. Look upon yourself, brother. Witness the darkest stain upon your soul. You slew Janos Audron and took the heart. Now, you must give it to me. With it, I shall confront Kain once more and force him to create a paradox. Then, I shall wield the heart myself and bring Matthias back from the grave.
Why are they attacking her? What's with the spikes? But yeah, no, I was being quiet because, you know, big cutscene, didn't want to spoil it for anybody. There was a lot of talking.
Water.
I know you have the Heart of Darkness, Raziel. After everything I've shown you, how dare you keep it from me?
That seems like a secret. Ah. Oh, actually, yeah. It was. Aha. Vitalis Charm dulls blood hunger and delays the drain upon the flesh. The realm adjacent. The Daemon realm is no distant inferno, but a plane pressed hard against Nosgoth, held apart by barriers now grown frail. It is the dominion of demons and the prison of the Hilden. Therein time unravels and form decays, gnawing at identity itself. That the Hilden yet exert influence from this prison speaks not of their dominion, but a realm straining ceaselessly against its bonds. Oh, that's a tight jump. Why would Raziel have all these spikes in his keep?
By the pillars. Wings.
Behold, the other gift of Hilden magic. The amulet and its magic have always been yours. I have merely been their keeper these many centuries. Consult the amulet. It has borne witness to our lives.
What resolution do you truly seek?
There is no end, brother. Only beginnings. The same change that dawned upon me is coming to you. When it does, I will find you and see if you emerge more amenable to my needs, and at last bring me the heart of darkness.
Stop! I command you!
Know where this is going.
I could not hear or see. All was black. I had only the amulet's visions for company, and memories that were not my memories at all.
Now we have it. The game never explained why Raziel grew wings. But it was all his sister's doing. This is, I'm guessing this is one of the sections people were complaining about. There was one of the biggest complaints in this was a Flappy Bird section. Yeah. No, I don't mind it. It's actually not bad. I love these bats. It is The liar is tough as well. Time, Raziel. Ooh, there's a secret under there, though. It wasn't this side. Okay. But over the first big gap. Then down the next one. Well, if the foot survive. Or we'll just land on the spikes instead. I didn't realize I'd run out of stamina. Can I get the height? God. I see where the whole foot and Flappy Bird comparison comes into it, like. The wing sections are not well thought out. Need to jump over. Oh, there's a ledge there and then. Okay. Oh, fucking hell, I was looking. Undivided passage. Eyes have spied rare Hilden constructs that do not merely bridge realms, but divide that which passes through them. Such gates act with equal vigour upon the soul and flesh, consigning fragments towards separate destinations. Surviving accounts describe not passage, but uncoupling, one portion cast into the demon realm, the other marooned behind. Consequences abiding instability and a compulsion towards reunion. We therefore caution that such passages do not convey the traveller whole. How the fuck am I gonna get out of this? How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Fuck off shooting this man. Oh my days. Okay, now it's starting to grate on us a bit. At least we've got full health again. At full health. These are the law toll of the descent. I'm gonna fly a bit better now. He jumps higher now. Yeah, I knew there was going to be a collectible down there. All you have to do is grab it once. Ooh, we're only missing one chalice of health now. Oh crap, we're gonna fall in the water. Oh, we didn't. No. Climb, Resi, L. That is tough. How am I supposed to do that? I just don't have enough stamina, and if I drop down enough to get these, yeah, I have to take damage. Like I can, so I can see people's frustrations with it, yeah, but I wouldn't go as far to say it's a bad game. No, man, I'm still having a hell of a blast playing it. Yeah, the game has frustrating sections, but doesn't every game?
Greetings, brother. Your new wings become you. A word of counsel. Do not speak of them to Kain. He is a master, not a mentor. He tempers his lieutenants like iron, forging servants, not successors. Now, tell me, did you bring me the Heart of Darkness?
Spoiler warning. He tells Kain.
The heart is a relic lost to time, sister. Why do you believe I possess it?
I believe you can obtain it. After all, you owe me at least one kindness.
I owe you nothing.
Don't be foolish. You now understand why you earned my malice, and you must atone.
While I was reborn within that cocoon, your sins were laid bare too. You have slain the innocent as well, Alelith. Their blood cries out for the same retribution you would inflict upon me.
The door to our past has opened, and it will not close. You will recall the location of the Heart of Darkness, and you will deliver it to me.
You demand what I cannot give.
Trust the amulet to reclaim memories from your Sarafan days. Without question, you took the heart. It is only a matter of uncovering what you did with it.
I'm not gonna know the answer to that, woman. Wings of Destiny.
I return to find you in deep consultation with the past. Perhaps now you're ready to help me?
I do not know yet whether to trust you.
Then trust the amulet. What did it show you doing with the Heart of Darkness?
As I've told you before, I do not have it.
That is not what I asked.
It showed my Sarafan self surrendering the heart to Mobius. He is dead, as you well know. And with him, the heart is lost. I can offer no more. I've indulged this distraction long enough. My obligations lie elsewhere.
With Kain? You still choose the blood of Kain over the blood of kin?
Kain would welcome your allegiance. Our shared purpose would be a balm for your lonesomeness.
Have you forgotten who slaughtered our parents?
Yet, you've never spoken of saving them. Only Matthias.
Father loved only you. His son, his firstborn, his heir. Matthias was my world. And you shattered it the moment you killed him. Every misfortune in my life, Raziel, is because of you!
Is vengeance all that remains in you?
No, but it's all I have to give.
Oh. Good old sibling battle.
Quit clutching at Phantom, sister. Embrace the present. Embrace Kain and the world he would build for us.
You are Kain's firstborn, just as you were firstborn in Thornlatch. Should I go on still clinging to your shadow?
With your wings, you'll cast your own.
And now, you too possess wings. They are no coincidence. I counseled you to keep them a secret from your master. But I spoke out of envy. Your wings are a gift. Imagine how high Kain's esteem could raise you.
Why do you say that?
Because when Kain beheld my wings, he treated them with reverence. I knew that if he found the same wings on his firstborn, his esteem for you would be unparalleled. I grew embittered. But you have bested me, Raziel. I have no reason to lie to you. Go to him, Raziel. Let Kain behold the power of your wings. Show him, Raziel. Let him witness your ascendance.
Holy jealous.
Goodbye, sister. Kain will see what I have become, and it shall be the most defining hour of my existence.
Oh, it will. Not for the right reasons that you're thinking.
Please.
Why is there just random prisoners on a wall? Cliff?
From the sky.
Oh god, I remember these things.
Feed Nosgoth.
Demon. It's actually hurt me. The thumb mashing the button.
Burn and be forgotten.
I don't want to die fighting these things. Oh, they're tough guys to kill.
Be forgotten.
One. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You are not but carrion on the wing.
Please, don't leave me here. Is anyone out?
Oh my god, I got her just in time. Let me read. Why are the demons here though? No. Really wanted people to use Raziel's wings, like, didn't I? Like, oh, do you know what? I didn't get to use them much in Story of the Games because they get ripped out at the beginning. Let's do entire Happy Bird sections.
Leech of the clouds, your fight shall end in cinders. You will crawl once more, broken and burned.
I those sections like this where it's like really hard to land. There's flames. Typical. All the way at the end, land on a patch of fire. And you.
Go to him, Raziel. Let Kain behold the power of your wings.
Oh, we're gonna get to watch this cutscene again. In a new art style.
The sanctuary of the clans, seat of my lord's power. preyed on my pride. As she wished, Kain sundered my flesh. My envious brothers lust for my downfall. They will learn I am not yet defeated.
Nothing ever satisfied you, brother. Not
Don't
your
go fight our
position,
ladies.
not our loyalty. The price of your greed will be steep.
So often I looked at you in envy, Raziel. Now I see I admired a fool.
I will make your broken wings the new sigil of my clan. And never forget how pride poisons virtue.
Was it not enough
Can you hear
to
the
be
music?
first among Kain's select? To soar above us. But the noble vampire is now more than a broken bird.
For 1,000 years, I watched you bask in Kain's esteem. Your fall brings me great joy, brother.
Enough of this!
Lilith's betrayal condemned me to an eternity of agony.
Cast him in.
The amulet. Keep my memories safe, flighted brother.
Unfinished business freeze on the horizon.
Raven, you return with the amulet. What does this mean? What's become of my... Kain?
Greetings.
I gave this to Raziel.
I care nothing for trinkets, only our bargain.
What did you do to my brother?
Only what you knew I would do. I have delivered you the vengeance you were too weak to take yourself.
I'll show you weakness! From the moment I first laid eyes on you in Thornlatch, I knew what you were. The monster who painted my home in blood and left my brother and I orphaned.
Thornlatch. Then that is where it must begin. Curious how fate whispers through your bitterness. You speak of a past I have yet to make, and yet here you stand, shaped by it. Perhaps that night was not cruelty, but necessity, a genesis yet to be forged. If hatred brought you to this moment, then perhaps it was always meant to. Not as a victim, but as an instrument of my will.
You notice Kain doesn't, he's not fighting with the Reaver either. Because the Reaver doesn't want to kill her. Because it's Raziel in there. I know he's using it though.
You pledged to show me weakness. Thank you for the demonstration.
Oh, never mind. God damn, that got graphical fast.
Time fractures anew. I've seen this before. But why now?
Where's Kain
You
saying that
stand
before?
on the threshold of new awareness and purpose, child.
Where is Kain? What happened?
Kain killed you. Yet even now he fears a defeat he cannot comprehend. To provoke dread in Kain is a rare thing, Lady of Thornlatch.
What are you implying?
When Kain drove the Reaver through you, he unwittingly gave you the very thing you have sought for so long.
A paradox?
Yes, you feel it, don't you?
Memories that should not exist press against my mind, as if they have always been mine. History bends, and yet Matthias's fate remains unchanged.
Just as I warned you, time is a fickle, ungovernable force. Time bows to no will, it yields to no master. You cannot rewrite the past to suit your desires. The future, though, is yours to shape.
I have squandered so much time, Kai. And Raziel, I doomed him.
Raziel's destiny has not yet run its course. At last you are ready to become what I made you to be. Kain killed you, but today the dead shall rise.
What's that mean? Oh, they're setting up for a new one. Gotta say, I thoroughly enjoyed that. No matter what all the negative comments say, you can also hot. That was amazing. Say the Ozar Midrashim is in it, which means it's gonna get copyrighted on YouTube. Every Soul Reaver video I've uploaded has been copyrighted for that song. But it's literally like the theme tune to this game. I don't think she survived in the comics. So that short comic they did is basically this game, but this game expanded a bit more. Oh yeah, there will be. This one will get copyrighted as well, for sure. Oh, they're adapted from the Dead Shall Rise graphic novel. Yeah. So that comic is this game basically, just extended. There we go, Michael Bell and Simon Templeman. It was great to hear them again as Kain and Raziel, but you could really hear in Raziel's voice that he is old now. Doesn't sound as energetic as Raziel did. But no, I love it. I still really enjoyed it. It was great hearing him again.
You! The creature who cursed Matthias! You and the Raven are one and the same?
Yes, Lady of Thornlatch. I am foodless. But know this, I did not curse your beloved. When I found him those many centuries ago, I aided him the only way I could.
Is it more of your feeble aid you dare to offer me now?
I We both serve Kaisetzik, but you have become our master's greatest instrument.
Who
Now,
turned
you
Matthias?
must tread where I cannot follow.
The demon realm.
Yes.
How do I cross the threshold?
Your Hilden hand. It is the key. It will summon the gate's surrender.
Then we part ways.
May fate favor you, Lady of Thornlatch.
Is that it over? Yeah, this is the song. I'll get copyrighted for sure. Such a good song. I don't care if it gets copyrighted, we can enjoy it this one time. Probably could like upbeat dubstepy version. Oh, definitely. It's like I said, they've expanded the lore. So much new things have come into place. Like in Resident Evil, in Soul Reaver 2 and in Defiance, the whole when Raziel goes to see Janos Audrin, and then human Raziel turns up and kills Janos Audrin. That only happened because of Raziel's sister, which we never knew that before. Raziel joined the Sarafan because of his sister. Raziel got wings. Everything was because of his sister. And it seems like this Kai Sensect or whatever his name was is some kind of puppeteer behind it all. If he is some kind of Hilden, I reckon he's got some connection to the Elder God that Kain buries at the end of Defiance. I'm pretty sure he was also the Hilden's god. But it's left us wanting more. And need more Legacy of Kain. So many more questions have come up that need answers. But she is the Paradoxan. So by her telling Kain that he was one that killed her family and set Raziel on this path, Kain goes back in time to kill her family. Because at the end he said he hadn't done it yet. The past that hasn't happened. So she essentially fucking orchestrated her own parents' death. God damn. Time travel shenanigans. I'm gonna go to sleep happy tonight. I know that probably just went like right over your head, everything I just said, but Did you enjoy where you came in and saw? Did I hype it up enough? Or did I hype it up too much and it disappointed?
You are worthy.
Oh. God, I want to play Soul River 1 and 2 again now. Awesome. Oh, we missed quite a lot towards the end there. We killed 649 enemies. We fed 281 times. Oh, it tells us where all the collectibles were. So we missed a collectible in stage 1 of chapter 3. Oh, the last health upgrade was in chapter 6. Dun, 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 dun. So, as you understand, your games will date the previous save data. Ah, so I can go back and look for all the collectibles. Cool. Played. I've already played it once for years. I might just let me sell off stream. To be honestly, I just want to watch the cutscene. Really, there's no other reason. I want to watch the opening. I love, I love the opening to number 1 and the opening to number 2. They are phenomenal. I highly recommend people just go and watch them. Aaron, give me a second. I'm pretty sure there's a 4K version out there as well. Yeah.
These scions will.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him.
I think I was copyrighted at the end.
Know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow. Until I had the honor of surpassing my lord.
It was forced evolution though. And, do you know what I liked as well? I liked the way they tucked the, when we're seeing him before he went in there, he tucked the necklace in. So that way you couldn't see it all up in the old trailer. Like in the scene, he hasn't got the necklace on. Yeah, because he's tucked it in.
For my transgression,
I like that.
I earned a new kind of reward.
Because you can guarantee if they left it out, people would see it. Nobody didn't have it in the trailer, so it doesn't count. It's not really.
was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Cool, yeah.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
destroyer, pawn and messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Oh. I just kind of, like, I've seen them videos like hundreds of times, and they never get boring. Yeah, you can really tell. I mean, like I say, it's been 20 years since he recorded them the first time, but he still did Raziel one final good hurrah thing. But I'm gonna go and leave a review on Steam because all that negative crap. Like 357 negative. It's filtered 283 reviews that are mostly negative. Well, yeah, that's it. That's what you could say. He was a vampire. Whereas every time we've heard him speak, he's been the wraith. So, you know, burning in a lake of like a few couple of centuries might change your voice, you know. His bottom jaw's missing for one, so. Like, all these negative comments. Oh, there's someone who liked it. That's one like out the sea of negative. Got 120 positives and 265 negatives. Oh yeah, that was amazing. Like, I'm happy. Like I said, it's not gameplay is not like 100% the greatest game. You know, the other entries do play a lot better, but Defiance sucked. Like the combat in that game, I felt was a drop down to compared to number 1 and 2. But that game still held up well. I think as a small little title just for that little extra bit of lore and to possibly set up what's to come in the future, I think it's done really well and I loved it. So yeah. So with that, I end the stream here. I don't know if I will be here tomorrow. Might if I've got nothing else to do and I might come on. Not sure what game is next on the list. I've kind of been wanting to play Spider-Man because we do have Miles Morales there to do. And I know Kratos is waiting for us, but not quite ready to get back into Kratos just yet. Sorry. So, might jump into Spider-Man Miles Morales tomorrow. On Monday. And if not, I will be back on Sunday for Valheim. Yeah. We'll see. But yes, thank you all for coming by. Enjoying this nostalgia trip with me. So have a fabulous rest of your day or night. If I don't see you, the next few days. I shall see you next week. Good night.